Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn about the book, and the book is The Way of the Seal. Think like an elite warrior to load and succeed. Written by Mark Devine, and it's a summary audiobook. I hope you can get the whole idea about the book. Before starting this video, please hit the like button and do subscribe.
Imagine for a moment that you are standing on a shoreline in the middle of the night. The water is freezing, the wind is biting, and you are exhausted. Most people would focus on the cold or the desire to quit, but an elite warrior focuses on something else entirely: the next step, the next breath, and the mission at hand. What if you could take that level of mental toughness and apply it to your business, your relationships, and your daily life? Today, we are exploring The Way of the Seal, written by Mark Devine, a retired Navy SEAL commander with Allyson Edelhertz Machate. This book isn't just about military tactics. It's a guide to developing a warrior-monk mindset to lead and succeed in an increasingly chaotic world. Lesson 1. Establish your front sight focus in the world of special operations. Front sight focus refers to the act of concentrating intensely on the most critical element of a mission while ignoring all distractions. In our daily lives, we are often overwhelmed by noise, emails, social media, and minor problems. To think like a SEAL, you must identify your one thing. This is the primary objective that, once achieved, makes everything else easier or unnecessary. Devine suggests that elite performance starts with radical focus. Pause when you narrow your vision to a single high-stakes goal. Your brain stops wasting energy on secondary tasks. You aren't just busy, you're effective. This requires saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to the great ones. Lesson 2. Forge mental toughness through the Big Four. Mental toughness is not something you are born with. It is a skill you practice. The book introduces 4 specific tools to maintain control when things get difficult. First is goal setting, but specifically micro goals. Instead of focusing on a massive project, focus on the next 5 minutes. Second is mental visualization. You must see yourself succeeding in vivid detail before you even begin. Third is self-talk. The way you speak to yourself in your head determines your reality. Replacing "I can't do this" with "I will find a way" changes your physiology. Pause, finally. There is arousal control, which is primarily focused on deep, rhythmic breathing. By controlling your breath, you signal to your brain that you are safe, allowing you to remain calm under extreme pressure. Lesson 3. Embrace the sheepdog. Mentality. Mark Devine classifies people into 3 categories: wolves, sheep, and sheepdogs. Most people are sheep, kind but unprepared for conflict. Wolves are those who use their power to harm others. The sheepdog, however, is the protector. Leading like a SEAL means adopting the sheepdog mentality. It is about developing your strength not for your own ego, but to serve and protect your team, your family, and your community. Pause. This shift in perspective from "what's in it for me" to "how can I protect and serve" creates a deep sense of purpose. When you lead from a place of service, people naturally trust you more, and your influence grows because your intentions are selfless. Lesson 4. Thrive in chaos with offensive mindset in a rapidly changing world. Waiting for things to happen is a recipe for failure. A SEAL-style leader develops an offensive mindset. This doesn't mean being aggressive or rude. It means being proactive rather than reactive. Instead of waiting for a market shift or a problem to resolve itself, you lean into the challenge. You look for the opportunity within the crisis. Pause. This mindset involves taking the initiative and maintaining momentum. When you encounter an obstacle, you don't stop to complain. You immediately begin looking for a way around, over, or through it. By staying on the offensive, you dictate the terms of the engagement rather than letting the circumstances dictate them to you. Lesson 5. Bulletproof your mission with dirt dive planning. In the military, a dirt dive is a full-scale rehearsal of a mission before it actually happens. You walk through every step, imagining every possible thing that could go wrong. In your professional life, This translates to rigorous preparation. It's not enough to have a plan. You must stress that plan. Pause, ask yourself, if our primary strategy fails, what is the backup? And what is the backup to the backup? By visualizing failure and planning your response to it, you remove the element of surprise. When a real crisis hits, you don't panic because you've already lived through it in your mind. This level of preparation breeds a quiet, steady confidence that others will find infectious. Lesson 6. Break the fear loop. Fear is a natural human response, but it often becomes a loop that paralyzes us. Divine teaches that to break this loop, you must first acknowledge the fear and then immediately pivot to action. The book suggests that action cures fear. When you feel that tightening in your chest or the urge to procrastinate, it is usually because you are overthinking the future. Pause by shifting your focus back to the present moment and taking even a small physical action. You disrupt the fear signal in your brain. Elite warriors don't live without fear. They simply have a system to process it faster than everyone. Else they use fear as a signal to pay closer attention rather than a reason to stop. Lesson 7. Discipline is the path to freedom. Often think of discipline as something restrictive, a set of rules that keeps us from doing what we want. However, the SEAL perspective is the opposite. Discipline is the only thing that creates true freedom. If you have the discipline to manage your health, you have the freedom of energy. If you have the discipline to manage your finances, you have the freedom of choice. Pause. Divine emphasizes creating standard operating procedures for your life. By automating the small decisions, like when you wake up, what you eat, and how you start your work, you free up your mental energy for the big, creative decisions that actually matter. Consistency isn't boring. It is the foundation of excellence. Lesson 8. Lead from the front. True leadership isn't about a title or a rank. It is about behavior. In the SEAL teams, leaders are expected to work harder and sacrifice more than anyone else. This is leading from the front. You cannot expect your team to be disciplined if you are lazy. You cannot expect them to be honest if you cut corners. Pause character is the most important leadership tool you possess. Divine encourages readers to constantly audit their own integrity. Are your actions matching your words? When the pressure's on, do you stay true to your values? Leadership is an inside-out process. You must lead yourself effectively before you can hope to lead anyone else. Conclusion: the way of the SEAL is a reminder that the greatest battles we face are often within our own minds. By developing front-sight focus, mastering the big four of mental toughness, and leading with a heart of service, we can navigate the uncertainties of life with the poise of an elite warrior. Success isn't about luck. It is about the quiet, daily commitment to being 1% better every day and staying focused on the mission, no matter how cold the water gets. Pause. Thank you for listening to this summary. May you find the clarity and strength to lead yourself and others toward your highest goals. Until next time, keep your focus sharp and your heart steady.